All right, let's ditch those dumbbells for a bit.
Yeah, put them down for now.
Today, we're diving into the world of body weight training.
No gym required.
I know you've been curious about fitness and self-improvement lately.
Always looking to level up.
And I think this deep dive might just change how you think about getting strong.
Absolutely. I'm excited for this one.
We're exploring Mind Zen Body Strong.
By Al Kavadlo.
This guy,
Yeah.
He's a renowned calisthenics expert.
He's been featured all over the place, even the New York Times.
And this isn't your typical workout manual.
Oh, wait.
It's like a workout for your mind and body.
Yeah. He blends philosophy with practical advice.
I know you love those aha moments.
I do.
And trust me, this book is full of them.
Oh, yeah. Get ready.
So first things first, what is this Zen mind concept that Kavadlo keeps talking about? It sounds a bit mystical.
Yeah, for a fitness book.
Right.
Well, it's actually quite practical.
Okay.
Imagine, you're doing push-ups.
Okay.
But instead of just going through the motions,
Yeah.
you're completely focused on the feeling. The feeling of your muscles contracting your breath. The movement itself.
I see.
It's like meditation, but in motion.
Ah, so it's about being fully present.
Yes.
Yeah.
In your body during training.
Exactly.
Kavadlo argues that the mind and body aren't separate.
Oh, interesting.
They work together as one.
Uh-huh.
And when you bring your full attention to the movements, you build physical strength, but also mental discipline.
That's fascinating. It's like turning a workout into a mindfulness practice.
Yeah.
So no more zoning out on the treadmill.
If you want to tap into Zen mind.
Right. Okay, got it. Now, let's talk about something I know is on your mind.
Right.
Can you really get strong without lifting weights? You see those guys at the gym with the giant barbells?
Oh, yeah.
They look strong?
For sure.
Can you get that strong without weights?
This is where Kavadlo challenges how we define strength.
Okay.
He believes that true strength is about functional movement.
So not just how much you can lift.
No, he actually prefers a leaner, more agile physique.
Interesting. So think like gymnasts instead of bodybuilders.
Exactly. They have incredible strength balance control.
Yeah.
All without weights.
That's pretty impressive. But what about supplements? I always hear about protein shakes
Yes.
and all sorts of powders for building muscle.
It's a whole industry.
Does Kavadlo buy into any of that?
He's pretty skeptical of the supplement industry.
Okay.
He believes real food is the best source of nutrients.
You think that's
And most supplements are unnecessary.
especially for beginners.
Yeah, if you're just starting out,
So steak over shakes.
he'd say so.
I can get behind that. Speaking of real food, Kavadlo also has strong opinions on diet.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
He advocates a simple whole foods approach,
Okay.
emphasizing fresh produce, lean proteins, healthy fats.
So I'm sensing a theme here. Simplicity, real food.
You got it.
A healthy dose of skepticism toward anything processed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He believes in stripping away the complexity,
Oh.
focusing on the fundamentals for training and diet.
Now, I have to admit, I'm a bit skeptical here.
Okay.
Can you really achieve impressive strength with just body weight exercises?
I know.
It's hard to believe.
I'm picturing endless push-ups
That's just the beginning.
and not much else.
Well, get ready to have your mind blown.
Right.
Kavadlo outlines a specific progression system in his book.
Okay.
He calls it the 5 levels of body weight strength.
5 levels.
It's like a roadmap from beginner to advanced.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Give me a sneak peek of what those levels look like.
All right, so level 1 starts with basic exercises.
Okay.
Push-ups, squats, rows.
Okay. Those sound familiar.
But it progresses all the way up to level 5.
What's at level 5?
We're talking one-arm pull-ups, human flags, handstand push-ups.
Whoa. Hold on. Handstand push-ups. That sounds intense.
It is, but that's the goal.
Yeah. How do you even get from basic push-ups to those crazy moves?
That's the beauty of Kavadlo's system.
Okay.
He breaks down each exercise into progressions.
So you're not just thrown into the deep end?
No, it's step by step.
You gradually build strength and skill.
So even the most challenging moves seem attainable.
Exactly.
All right, this is starting to make sense. But there's one exercise that I always associate with serious strength,
Oh, yeah. What was that?
the deadlift.
The classic.
Is there even a body weight equivalent?
Here's another curveball.
Okay.
Kavadlo argues you don't need a traditional deadlift.
Wait, hold on. No deadlifts at all.
Not in a body weight routine.
How can you build a strong back without them?
He believes that other exercises target the same muscles.
Like what?
Things like back bridges,
Right.
one-legged deadlifts, pistol squats, and levers.
Okay, now I'm really curious. back bridges I can picture.
Right.
But one-legged deadlifts and levers.
Those are more advanced.
They sound pretty advanced.
They are.
Yeah.
But remember, it's all about progression.
Right.
He gives you instructions on how to build up to those moves.
So you're saying I can ditch the barbell and get a full-body workout,
Yes.
including a strong back,
Absolutely.
just using my own body weight.
That's the power of calisthenics.
This is blowing my mind a little.
I know, right.
All right, I'm officially intrigued, but I have to ask, what about cardio?
Yes.
I mean, doesn't Kavadlo believe in any traditional cardio?
Like running or biking.
Yeah.
He has a rather unique perspective on that.
Okay, I'm listening.
He actually believes that walking is not a real workout.
Whoa. All right. He doesn't mince words.
No, he does not.
So what does he consider a real workout?
For Kavadlo, a real workout.
Yeah.
It should leave you breathing hard muscles fatigued.
Okay.
And, yes, sweating.
So no more leisurely strolls in the park?
Not if you want results.
It's gotta be intense.
He's all about pushing your limits and challenging your body.
But safely, I hope.
Of course. He emphasizes proper form and gradual progression.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No point pushing yourself to the point of injury. So, if walking isn't a real workout, what does he recommend for conditioning?
He suggests a variety of bodyweight exercises
Oh, okay.
that get your heart rate up, improve your cardiovascular fitness.
Interesting.
He calls them cardiocalisthenics.
Cardiocalisthenics. Now, I'm really curious. What does that even look like?
Think high-rep bodyweight exercises,
Okay.
like jumping jacks, burpees, mountain climbers.
Yeah.
Even things like shadow boxing.
Huh.
They get your heart pumping and build endurance.
Then no equipment needed.
Nope.
I'm starting to see how Kavadlo's approach is all about simplicity,
Yeah.
functionality, and using your own body to its fullest potential.
That's it.
It's really interesting.
He even encourages you to think of training as skill practice,
Okay.
not just calorie-burning drudgery.
That's a great way to reframe it.
Right.
Instead of dreading a workout,
Yeah.
you're focusing on mastering new skills,
Hmm.
becoming a more capable mover.
I like that.
It's a powerful shift.
This has been incredibly insightful.
I'm glad.
We've only just scratched the surface of Mind Zen Body Strong.
It's a deep book.
But I already feel like my perspective on fitness is shifting.
That's the goal.
And we're just getting started.
Stay tuned. In part 2, we'll delve deeper into Kavadlo's specific training recommendations,
We'll get into the nitty-gritty.
progressions techniques for mastering those challenging exercises.
You don't want to miss it.
Stay tuned because things are about to get really interesting.
Oh yeah, buckle up.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Mind Zen Body Strong.
We're ready to get back into it.
We left off talking about Kavadlo's approach to cardio.
Oh yeah, the death to cardio philosophy.
No leisurely strolls for this guy?
No way. He wants us sweating and feeling the burn.
You mentioned these cardio calisthenics.
Right.
High rep body weight exercise.
Gets your heart pumping.
I'm really picturing myself trying some shadow boxing now.
I think you'd enjoy it. It's a great workout.
And it highlights another key principle of Kavadlo's approach.
Training as skill practice.
Right. Instead of mindlessly jogging,
Yeah.
you're focusing on mastering a movement.
Developing coordination agility.
It's like turning a workout into a game.
Yeah. A challenge to conquer.
Okay, I'm on board with that. It makes training more enjoyable.
Absolutely.
Now, let's dive back into the strength building aspect.
Right.
Remember those 5 levels of bodyweight strength?
Oh yeah. The roadmap to bodyweight mastery.
From basic push-ups to those insane one-arm pull-ups?
It's a journey.
It's a pretty daunting progression, honestly.
It could seem that way.
I'm still wrapping my head around how someone goes from 0 to handstand push-up.
It takes time and dedication.
But Kavadlo breaks it down beautifully
He really does.
with his concept of progressive calisthenics.
It's all about mastering the fundamentals.
So kind of like learning an instrument.
Exactly.
You don't start with a concerto.
No. You learn the scales first.
Right.
Each level builds upon the previous one.
So it's a gradual process.
Yes. Strengthening your muscles, improving coordination.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit more confident about tackling this, but can you give me a concrete example
Sure.
of what this progression looks like?
For a specific exercise.
Yeah,
Let's take push-ups, for instance.
the classic push-up.
At level 1, you might start with wall push-ups
Oh.
or
okay.
incline push-ups.
Right.
As you get stronger,
Yeah.
you progress to standard push-ups, then knee push-ups,
Okay.
and eventually to more challenging variations.
Like decline push-ups.
Yes. Even one-arm push-ups.
Whoa. Okay. That sounds intense.
It is. But it's achievable with time.
So it's a step-by-step process
Exactly.
that gradually increases the difficulty
Right.
and builds strength over time.
That's the key.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, you mentioned that Kavadlo doesn't believe in the traditional deadlift.
For a bodyweight routine?
Right. But he recommends some pretty intense alternatives.
Like levers.
Yeah, I'm still a little skeptical about ditching the deadlift.
I understand. The deadlift is a classic.
But Kavadlo's point is that you can achieve similar results.
And even target a wider range of muscles.
With carefully chosen bodyweight exercises.
It's all about efficiency.
All right. Convince me, what makes these alternatives so effective?
They all work the posterior chain.
Your back, glutes, hamstrings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is essential for overall strength and posture.
Okay.
But they do it in ways that also challenge your core,
Okay.
your balance and coordination.
Which a traditional deadlift doesn't necessarily do.
Right. It's a different kind of challenge.
That's interesting. Let's break down each of these deadlift alternatives.
Okay.
First up, back bridges.
The foundation.
Think of a back bridge as a moving plank.
Good analogy.
You're actively engaging your glutes, hamstrings, and back muscle.
Lift and lower your body.
And you can make it more challenging.
Absolutely.
By lifting one leg or even attempting a one-arm back bridge.
He always encourages you to progress.
Next up, those one-legged deadlifts.
The drinking bird.
I'm having a hard time picturing those.
It's also called the drinking bird
Oh, okay.
because the movement resembles a bird dipping its beak into water.
I see.
You stand on one leg, hinge at your hips,
Okay.
and lower your torso towards the ground.
Keeping your back straight.
Right. It's great for balance hamstring flexibility.
And single leg strength.
You got it.
I can imagine that controlling the movement with just one leg
Yeah.
really engages your core muscles as well.
Absolutely. And as you get stronger,
Yeah.
you can hold a weight in the opposite hand.
To increase the challenge.
It's a simple exercise with huge benefits.
All right.
On to pistol squats.
Now we're talking.
Those already sound tough enough on their own.
They are a challenge.
Pistol squats are like the king of lower body weight exercises.
I'd agree with that.
You essentially squat down on one leg.
Requiring incredible strength, balance, and mobility.
They work your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and core all at once.
This full body move.
So they're basically a full body workout in one move.
Pretty much. And they're much more functional than a traditional squat.
How so?
They mimic real-life movements like getting up from a chair.
Oh, I see.
Or climbing stairs.
Okay, that makes sense. Now those levers.
Ah, yes, the ultimate test.
Those always looked intimidating to me.
They are advanced.
Even the name sounds difficult.
Levers involve holding your body horizontally.
Whoa.
This thing?
Either above or below a bar.
Wow.
Using pure core and back strength.
That sounds like it takes incredible strength and control.
It does. It's a skill that takes time to develop.
What are the benefits of doing levers?
They're amazing for building core stability,
Okay.
back strength, and overall body awareness.
Anything else?
They also improve your grip strength and shoulder stability.
So by incorporating these 4 exercises,
Right.
back bridges, one-legged deadlifts, pistol squats, and levers, you're essentially covering all the bases that a traditional deadlift would.
But with added benefits.
For balance, coordination, and core strength.
Exactly. Kavadlo's approach is about building a functional body,
That can handle the demands of everyday life.
not just lifting heavy weights.
Okay, I'm starting to see the light.
Good.
You've convinced me that ditching the barbell might not be such a bad idea.
It's all about finding what works best for you.
Now I have a confession.
Okay.
I've always hated wearing those bulky weightlifting gloves.
I know what you mean.
Am I alone in this?
You're in good company. Kavadlo actually discourages the use of gloves.
Really?
He believes they interfere with your grip strength and proprioception,
Proprioception.
your body's ability to sense its position in space.
Oh. Okay, so it's better to go barehanded,
He thinks so.
even if you get calluses.
He encourages embracing those calluses as badges of honor.
All right, I can get behind that. No more sweaty gloves for me.
Good riddance.
Speaking of exercises that require a strong grip,
Yeah.
let's talk about the muscle up.
The ultimate bodyweight challenge.
I've always been fascinated by muscle ups,
They're impressive.
but they look so intimidating.
They are. But they're also attainable.
Is there a way to break them down into manageable steps?
Absolutely. Kavadlo dedicates a whole section to the muscle up.
Okay.
He sees so many people doing what he calls ugly ups.
Ugly ups.
Jerky kipping movements that put stress on your joints.
So it's not just about getting over the bar any way you can.
You know, there's a right way and a wrong way.
To do a muscle up.
A clean muscle up should be smooth controlled
Okay.
and minimize unnecessary kipping.
So it's a combination of strength technique and timing.
You got it.
Any tips for those of us who are still working towards that first muscle up?
Kavadlo recommends practicing negatives.
Negative.
where you start at the top of the movement and slowly lower yourself down.
I see.
It builds strength and control.
And what about that false grip I've heard about?
Ah, yes, the false grip.
Is that essential for a muscle up?
It can be a game changer.
How so?
You bend your wrists over the bar,
Okay.
which helps maintain tension and makes the transition smoother.
So it's a technique thing.
It's all about technique.
Wow, I had no idea there was so much technique involved.
There's a lot more to bodyweight training than meets the eye.
It's not just about brute strength.
No,
Yeah.
it's about understanding the mechanics of movement.
Developing proper form and gradually progressing.
That's the Kavadlo way.
All this talk about advanced exercises is making me realize how much I have to learn.
It's a journey.
But it's also really inspiring.
That's what we're going for.
Kavadlo makes it seem like these moves are achievable,
He believes that anyone can achieve impressive levels of strength.
even for someone who's not a professional athlete.
Right. It's about consistent practice, the right mindset.
And a willingness to push your limits.
But there's one crucial element we haven't discussed yet.
Oh, don't leave me hanging.
We'll get to it in part 3.
Okay, spill it.
Ugh.
What's this crucial element we've missed?
It's something that often gets overlooked in fitness.
What is it?
Injury prevention.
Of course. It's no good getting strong if you're always hurt.
Exactly. Kavadlo dedicates a whole chapter to this.
Really?
Highlighting the importance of listening to your body, warming up properly, progressing gradually.
So basically, no ego lifting,
Right.
no trying to impress anyone.
Don't lift more than you're ready for.
It's about respecting your limits.
And understanding that progress takes time.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly.
But how does Zen mind tie into injury prevention?
It's all about mindfulness.
Right.
When you're fully present during training,
Yeah.
you're more attuned to your body's signals.
You notice the little aches before they become big problems?
Exactly. So it's not about pushing through pain.
It's about paying attention and knowing when to back off.
Sometimes backing off means modifying an exercise.
Or taking a rest day.
It's not weakness. It's intelligence.
That's a really important point to remember.
Yeah. We often feel pressure to push too hard.
But sometimes the smartest thing is to rest.
Kavadlo's approach is all about long-term sustainability,
He wants you to enjoy training for years to come.
not just a few weeks before you get hurt.
That's a refreshing perspective.
It's about building a healthy relationship with your body.
Now let's revisit Kavadlo's views on muscle growth.
Okay.
Remember how he prioritizes strength without mass?
He favors a leaner physique.
But he's not against building muscle altogether.
No. He believes you can achieve muscle growth with calisthenics.
Even without heavy weights.
It comes down to progressive overload and proper nutrition,
We talked about progressive overload.
gradually increasing the difficulty.
Right. So as you get stronger, you need to challenge your muscles more.
Adding rep sets or moving to harder variations.
And that triggers muscle growth.
Exactly.
And what about nutrition?
It's crucial. Kavadlo emphasizes getting enough protein
Okay.
from whole food sources to support muscle growth.
Speaking of food, I have to ask about his famous peanut butter obsession.
He loves his peanut butter.
So is it really a superfood for calisthenics athletes?
It's a good source of protein and healthy fats,
Okay.
but it's not a magic bullet.
So enjoy it in moderation?
It's part of a balanced diet.
Okay. Peanut butter indulgence approved. But let's circle back to Kavadlo's death to cardio philosophy.
Okay.
Does he really think all cardio is bad?
Not necessarily. It's about reframing your mindset.
So many people view cardio as a chore.
Yeah, just a way to burn calories.
I can relate to that feeling.
Kavadlo wants to challenge that.
Okay.
He encourages you to find activities you enjoy,
And focus on the experience.
not just the calorie burns.
So instead of mindlessly jogging,
Find something that challenges you.
like rock climbing or dance classes,
Exactly.
it's about turning exercise into something you look forward to.
And that makes it more sustainable.
This has been an incredible journey through bodyweight training.
I agree.
Kavadlo's Mind Zen Body Strong offers a unique perspective on fitness.
It's not just about a strong body.
It's about a strong mind and a healthy relationship with movement.
Challenging conventional wisdom, trusting your intuition.
And finding joy in the process,
It's a powerful reminder that we can all be strong.
regardless of our age or fitness level.
Absolutely.
If you're feeling inspired, Kavadlo's book is a great place to start.
It's packed with insights.
And even if you prefer other forms of exercise,
There's wisdom to be found.
thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Mind Zen Body Strong,
Until next time, stay strong.
both physically and mentally.